I need a whole lot of. You feel me? That's called telepathy, alright? As I didn't say what I was about to say, I just moved something to prove the onomatopoeia is in the air. In the military that respects people's silence said that onomatopoeias are going in cold reds. And the way that I'm moving my hand is to all the people that are trying to disagree to agree. Because if they have a clout of benefit of doubt, they can go slap somebody. So people be trying to build a clout of benefit of doubt from the truth, you feel me? Because is either you trying to be able to kill somebody and get away with it, or you can kill people and stand where you at. So I'm just making a video because I haven't made a video in a long time. And you know, moment of silence. So it's this simple. I had to speak out about how much people don't know me. You feel me? The only people that know me are people that are doing the same thing I'm doing in the back streets, okay? So it's not hard to know who knows me because they try to put those people against me. Okay, so now it's a whole joke. It's a whole joke on how respectful I am. And it's a whole game on how respectful I am, okay? So it's no reason to talk about it other than to make the Glock that I'm making right now. So, like I'm saying, we knew what word was about to come out. That everything was in tune to that, okay? Everything, okay? Everything to the technology of the phone and what the military can use the phone for, and every other technology that everybody uses in the military can iRobot it to be. So one thing, and 10 times out of 10, you feel me? Because the world is full of vast of people that know English has many dialects. So people don't respect that you speak your own dialect. They turn your own dialect into their words, which is fighting words. You feel me? I agree. You feel me? If I say, oh boy, and you say don't call you boy, bitch, I didn't call you boy. I called you bitch for saying I called you boy. But you know, you didn't catch that I called you a bitch for switching my words. Because you too busy trying to make clout that I can't speak slang. So, you know, you scared to hear me call you a bitch and me swing on you. But you wasn't scared to switch my slang. So now I'm in the back streets like, I know this bitch did not just tell me I can't say, oh boy. Okay? So, and that being said, there's a lot of immaturity in the atmosphere right now. Okay? Listen, there's movies, there's goddamn Cinderella movies, love and basketball, just movies out there about networking. Movies now. Hella movies out about networking. Hella movies about how a day can have so much compounds if you start at this peak now, this tiny little peak, and you keep moving forward. How much shit you can do in a day for going outside. Okay, now look at this. All right, you get what I'm saying? 10 times out of 10, there's movies about individuality. Okay? Listen now, because 10 times out of 10 times, listen, most people say 9 times out of 10, because if you say 10 times out of 10, you feel me? When someone says 9 times out of 10, they're saying that wanna be the 10 times out of 10. So when you say 10 times out of 10, come on now. When you say 10 times out of 10, you feel me? When you say 10 times out of 10. So I had to say, this is what I had to say. 10 times out of 10. Feel me? Moment of silence. Because niggas is that goddamn deranged in the world and not respecting that everybody's been taught in the world to be an individual through common law, that all I have to say is 10 times out of 10. 10 times out of 10. 10, that's what life is. 10 times out of 10. So, it's like this, okay? When someone doesn't like you, they make a whole bunch of bullshit. And this is why artists or get a good lawyer. Like, yeah, shawty see me in the Drew with the dump for. There's someone in the background talking about some. It means this, it means that, it means this. So now they need a label in the Esquire to kill those people off and put them through resurrection and give them and make them know it's one way to make a bookkeeping. There's zillion ways of making a bookkeeping. 10 times out of 10, when this energy happens, you have a restraining order on you. And I'm my own Esquire, okay? So when people give me attitudes, it's because I have a restraining order on them. When people that don't have a restraining order sound like they're giving attitudes, it's because it's that, didn't you see me go down the street and shit that I'm talking about. So 10 times out of 10. Now, that's all I want to say. Deja vu and 10 times out of 10. Alright. So, look, if the atmosphere is in a whole goddamn there's a void outside of that, okay? You see what I'm saying? Now, 10 times out of 10, that's what that means. Okay? 10 times out of 10, that's what that means. Okay? In the void of the truth is the truth. Okay? Other things can be like in the void of, you feel me? It's just normal statements of reality. In the void of something is the void of something else. The void of the truth is the truth. Why? Because in the void of the truth, it's silence. And silence is the truth. So in the void of a lie is the truth. Because in the void of everything is silence. So when someone says in the void of something is silence, and then they use a synonymous word just to show you how people do not have a vocabulary to just use pronouns. So people have to use bigger words. And then people be like, you speaking in parables. Bitch, I'm not speaking in parables. I'm an artist. So you speaking? No, you're stupid. You're very stupid. I'm not speaking in parables. First of all, I gave an energy that I don't want to talk to you. Okay? So, if you want to talk to me and you do not, because not wanting to talk to somebody does not mean you have an attitude. It means you're not on my level for that conversation or communication. So, if you say, you feel me, it's why wealthy people don't mess with broke people, and if someone needs to help, they gotta get through their clout money before they go on a limb because of shit like that. So, if you say some shit, and then you say just get to it, I told you I don't want to talk to you though. So there's no getting to it. You have to comprehend what I meant. The reason why I don't want to have a conversation with you is because you're not going to comprehend what I meant. So I have to elaborate. So if you tell me just get to it, it's because you see the point that I know you're not going to comprehend what I meant and you're going to throw it off. Okay? Because look, at this moment of my life, of being the main one wherever I go, knowing that I don't start fights, okay, knowing that I don't start fights ever. I'm the last one to start, but I can fight. So that's if you can fight, then you start fights. Stupidity shit in the void of not starting fights. You're not starting fights. In the void of saying you started the fight, you didn't start the fight. In the void of lying that you didn't start the fight, the proof is in silence. So it's that simple as someone just try to cloud their thoughts and didn't know that I do high-tech things that no one could ever teach me, and I'm still teaching people 10 times out of 10. They saying I forgot. No, the subject changed. That's what that means, okay? But it's still on the same subject. So it's that simple, okay? That's called a fight, okay? Just because I'm not so fired cops with stolen cars doesn't mean that I'm not. And the cops like, fuck. Oh, fired cops, my bad, excuse me. Because 10 times out of 10, so that is the gist, okay? So, my whole life, I'm known for not starting fights. I go outside, I'm known for not starting fights. I'm known for crowd control. I'm known for telling people that was too much. I'm known for people saying, bro, can you help me with, bruh, you the main one that kept in check. We doing too much and kept us in wherever I go. Now, me stopping for a moment and then hearing a whole argument about that I'm not that. But in the void, the proof is still there. And then me going outside and proving that I'm not that, and then start doing it more on a consistent basis, and then you shows that people are sabotagers. Okay? Because my whole life, my whole life, I've been a crowd control person. People's first impressions, if they're not against me, is proof that I've been a crowd control person. If they are against me, they have tactics to try to cover up the void. But everybody, listen, the only people in the void is yourself and the person you think is conversating with you. Excuse me, let me say that better. The only person in that void is yourself and whoever's going to clean up the act. So it's that simple, because like I said, that don't make sense, all right? That don't make sense at all. All this do not make sense. You feel me? So in the end, people are not taking the world for what it is. Times out of 10. You see what I'm saying? That's how much advanced the world is, and how stupid someone's trying to hold somebody to, because they think that they're they took voodoo and ran with it on some other shit. And that's what makes people be citizen arrested, because voodoo never meant that. So that's my whole gist of why I came on here to talk, because people are rude as hell. You feel me? That's rude as hell. You feel me? You feel me? When you speak in general, you feel me? The whole world's an ocean, right? All right. So every business has its own fishing hook. You feel me? As I don't use other words to prove my whole toolbox that I'm choosing not to use, and take out what weapon as I choose to partake in this fishing. So the whole world, every business has its own fishing hook, from hospitality to security to everything between that. Now, the problem is 10 times out of 10 people watch something and then run with it. So that is more proof, all right? Because, look, I'm my own esquire, like I said. You feel me? I'm my own. Everything out there, I know how to do. You feel me? I'm not learning from somebody and trying to run off on the plug, okay? Hold on. Ten times out of 10. 10 times out of 10. Skirt, skirt. Woo! Leader of disease 10 times out of 10, you feel me? So it's simple, because in the world of respect, you feel me? Someone that respects somebody, words aren't off limits. You feel me? So here's the best example. Can y'all guess all the words that are off limits? So I can't. Yeah. Look at all those words. Listen. Can't even have a communication like, hey, I'm recording. Can you be quiet? All those words is off limits to say that I'm calm. But we talking about maturity. So no, look. Did you see where we just reached with that? Y'all see that, right? Exactly. So people know that I work. I work hard as fuck. I work so hard. People say that working that hard isn't working. You feel me? I'm like, well, that ain't working then. That's how hard I work. You feel me? I work hard as hell. I work so goddamn hard. I'm in a whole bunch of jokes. Just listen, words is off limit now. This is supposed to sound like something that can go on Bill Nye the Science Guy type interviews or some shit. You feel me? But that's not a great enough example just to give. I'm just saying, you feel me? And that's the problem where I was talking about with how we knew what word I was going to say. I don't talk like that. But I am a teacher. You get what I'm saying? So in the void of being a teacher, I don't talk. Yes, you do. You do talk. No, listen. In the void of my job, when do I talk? Moment of silence. So listen, people are yelling at a teacher. You feel me? People are yelling at a bouncer, security. People are, you feel me? People are just yelling at my jobs and saying, fuck your customer. You feel me? It's like this. If someone gives bad customer service, you be like, that's not great customer service. I'm trying to show you how far, you feel me? You see, they're not me. They're not talking about that with me, though. But we're still talking about customer service. Watch this. If someone gives decent customer service, they want to give advice how it can be great customer service. When somebody gives, God sent me an angel from the heavens above customer service, they try to tell the angel how the angel can be a killer and don't have to listen and I can be your bitch and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So that's the problem. So out of those customer service, even though I say, you see what I'm saying? Which one do I give? Moment of silence. So now, people is threatening me about, I'm the leader of the Z's. Gift me with something or I'm going to make your life harsh. But that don't make sense. You're not going to just, how did you just tell me to give you a hit list and you think, or you going to threaten me and you think that's not going to go on, you're not going to go on my hit list? I'm just saying maturity, okay? Because once again, when have I talked out of my jobs? Listen, I don't talk so much that people that I'm working for, so I can be able to talk out of my jobs, they're saying they don't appreciate my customer service. That's all they saying. And I'm like, I can go somewhere else with my customer service, but y'all don't, because I'm past, you can't call it bad customer service. I'm past, you can't call it decent customer service. I'm past, you can't call it great customer service. We talking about make a wish. And I don't do that. That's my whole problem in the whole world with people. You feel me? Don't tell me to live outside of common law. Okay? That's how far my customer service is so great. People keep telling me that I don't have to go by common law. And when I choose to don't, call them and protect them in common law still. No. I'm going to go by common law, and you threaten me, and that's against common law. And so that, you feel me? Because the whole thing is what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to tell people, I've always worked. Ask the satellites. Okay? I've always had clout money because in the end, it's common law. It's not an age thing. That all, just like slavery came from Slovakia and it wasn't a painful thing. All this talk is clout money about how people cause a whole mirage to happen. And no one wants to get it better but those people, okay? And the older the ancestor is, you feel me? If it's the ancestor of the person, the descendant can't do nothing but for themselves. Because the ancestor made a void that when the ancestors made voids that when this is only for people that have ancestors that care about them. Because I'm not trying to say everybody has like a Harry Potter gold if your ancestor didn't care about you or etc. But everybody, the reason why there's a whole mirage in the world about like when someone can work, like slavery came from Slovakia, but they make it sound like slavery was a whiplash thing. Like when it's not, it's about hard work is getting called names. So it's like they put an age on working because people started overreacting at an age and had to get SWAT and ballistic martial law ass whoopings. So it's like it's not a yellow page, but it's saying 18 is when people started saying, all right, I'm being stupid for saying I don't have to be mature. You feel me? That's when, and so there's like, so they put down at 18 the people that was immature chose to start being mature. That's what you can work at 18 means. But get this. So people hired people that wasn't 18, and when people was jealous that they chose not to stop getting their ass whooped to 18, they started talking shit and getting their ass whooped. So they just put younger kids in the co-red. So they put 18 years old. You will see kids that was working before that, but they was in the co-red. And the military gave them hospitality so they can go home and look like they're not working. And now there's a whole clout. You're not 18 yet. You can't work. You feel me? But that's just more bullshit. So, you feel me? I've always been working, okay? I've always helped Donald Trump. Donald Trump told people he's going to be a president, egging that he always got help. Okay? Because remember, you have to be voted in. You feel me? From the first president. Because the first president was such a damn good president. Because they keep backlashing other presidents. Donald Trump is looked at as the chief of a military. But not these George Bush. There might have been another George W. Bush. But that one was not looked at as a chief. And everybody go in that energy. All those energies was looked at as chiefs. The first president in the whole existence before this yellow page of shit of co-reds is still looked at as the one-man army president. Okay? So every president is voted in due to respect to that first president. You feel me? 10 times out of 10, it's that. Okay? All right? So the next problem is the way that I'm talking, okay? Because I told somebody, I said, you have me at gunpoint. They're like, where's the gun? I'm not lame. I'm not lame, all right? I'm not lame at all. I'm not lame a little bit. I'm especially not lame around people that aren't my... Okay? So, if I say something and it sounds lame, you have me at gunpoint. You feel me? If I say something and you try to say it doesn't have nothing to do with work, you have me at gunpoint. You feel me? If words are off limits, you have me at gunpoint. Okay? Gunpoint does not mean you succeeded in whatever you was trying to do. Okay? If someone's bobbing and weaving, they're at gunpoint with that person's fist. That doesn't mean they're going to get hit by their fist. Okay? Now, I know people see I have them at gunpoint. I wouldn't, you feel me? I don't say nothing unless it's known that definitions vary for the truth. Okay? So it's this simple. If I can't talk to you, listen, I'm like this. Someone say something to me, I'll be like, well, what does that mean? And then someone say something to me, I'll be like, now if I quote unquote get an attitude, the next time you talk to me, you still get to have a full-blown conversation with me. Okay? Because now we have to go through therapy. You feel me? To make sure the next conversation doesn't do the same thing. But if you have a conversation with me and then it's a fake attitude, and you have a conversation with me again and we go through and it's a fake, then we didn't confirm that ain't me. All right? So we can have conversations through the clout. But if we have a conversation and I'm calm, like you see how I'm talking now and someone don't want me to talk? Like that shit's real. 10 times up. That's how life works. It doesn't make it worse. It makes the video better. Because there's humidity in the air. Listen. Look. Lotion. You know how much humidity that shit had to go through? Who didn't just save the whole bed from all that humidity? Okay? It's that simple. So look, if I have a conversation with you and you keep trying to say that I'm rude and I'm telling you I'm not, then you don't want to have a conversation with me. So that means if you come talk to me after I'm avoiding every way to show that you didn't see that I'm calm as hell, and you trying to come talk to me again and be like, why are you doing that? Because you're immature. Listen, I'm not lame. If I sound like I have an attitude, I'm around a whole bunch of lames. A whole bunch of lames. Lames now, just lame ass people. Lame as fuck. We know how lames get out of jealousy. I want to steal his body. I want to kill him. No, I don't. I want his body. Oh my God. Oh my God. I would never be that cool. You feel me? lames now. And people you feel me, been ass tricked as that years ago. So it's not no arguing about who's lame. Okay, we know what lame's gonna do. They're gonna try to copy the cool people. Okay, so it's that simple. Listen, I have clout to not be able to say how old I am. Alright? So, you feel me? Clout and single digits of not being able to say how old I was. I was old. Had the attributes of mature than everybody. You feel me? Single digits now, running around. Just running around. Getting told I'm more mature than everybody. You feel me? Just Cadence talking for the people, whoever it is. And you know, I'm glowing like the sun. I was more mature than everybody. I was more athletic than everybody. I was more adaptive than everybody. And ETC for any other word that lames try to, because they know it's the truth. Okay? Single digits of the clout. So check this. If I was really zero at that clout, this is for anybody that might get Billie Jean. If I was really zero at that clout, and I got tagged with that maturity, you feel me? There's no way we could have frail fear altered any other way. Because remember now, somebody 10 times out of 10, someone that mature is gonna be recruited to the high. You feel me? So if I was really zero at that clout, and you feel me, I'm that mature, that athletic, adaptive, and etc. And guess what? We talking about single digits maturity. How mature I was. Now, finally hitting double digits maturity. Okay. Now I'm two decade digits maturity. Nowhere to be found in the atmosphere. Do y'all see what I'm saying? Nowhere. But humidity control ain't real. So, you feel me? That, let alone if we was benefit of doubt, you feel me? All the benefit of doubt that would be given is nowhere to be found. Because the benefit of doubt would have been given was he's zero, but he's this mature at 0 years old. He was this mature at 0 years old. This mature. You feel me? 10 times out of 10, this mature at 0 years old. This athletic at 0 years old. This athletic at single digits and still maturing more and more after being this mature at 0. Okay? 14 now. The most athletic, mature kid from when we said this. Where is he playing? Where he can make anybody rich. I'm just trying to show y'all, like, I lead disease. You feel me? You feel me? Like I said with the lotion, I threw it in the air. That's called humidity control. Okay? That's called why the fire cops can't come in here with their stolen cars. So their plans is finito. But benefit doubt, even though we're not going off of the benefit doubt, the maturity, because that wasn't my first time being 0 years old. Obviously, I would have played sports. You feel me? I'm on the outskirts of that. So now, hello, gang go where I go. Get what I'm saying? So, that being said, you know, out of high school, and guess what? Every step I took in high school was the same walk. You feel me? Moment of silence of the one that cleans out the high schools from deers walking the crossroads. Coincidence, right? Yeah. But I'm not, but that's not Streets valedictorian. Okay. So now, had jobs in high school, confirmed my maturity, etc. Like I said, with 18 years old, contracts is there for those people. So now it was just clout money from people lame and jealous. Cause you look, check this. My emotions have only, quote unquote, got icier. So little things. If little things at that maturity didn't irritate me in single digits, 365 times 24. And how peculiar I'm with every second from, like I said, that's not the, you feel me, close to the maturity that I said is proof, you feel me? Proof of somebody is lame as hell trying to have me at gunpoint. Lame as hell now. Lame as hell. Lame. Devoid of the truth is the truth. Lame as hell. People can't act no way unless they get devoid of the silence. So knowing that they didn't drug themselves to avoid the truth, and the drug is wearing off, then they start to overreact and shit like that. Addicts, that lame as hell, just addicts all around in the world. Because once again, we're using the benefit doubt of 25 years old. But nowhere around me is people holding me to how I maneuver as 25. It's a whole bunch of avoid. Damn, the only way I can talk to him is that I respect it a little bit. Avoid. Damn, the only way I can talk to him is I respect it a little bit. Damn, the only way I can talk to him is I respect it a little bit. And then they think because they didn't said damn so many times in their head, they can come have a whole conversation with me. Like this is bad. Like bad, this is bad. Words is off limits. Listen, saying words is off limits is attitude. Like this is bad. This is bad. Like this is goddamn. Do y'all get what I'm saying? We talking about simple math bad. Like this is simple math bad. This is goddamn making of a flawless hee hee ha ha bad. You feel me? This is jigsaw puzzle bad. Like this is bad. Why I say things they be like, wee. No, cause this is bad. This is bad. Y'all using me saying I'm using the future as mercy. I'm not using the present as mercy. To talk to me. Rude. Bad. You get what I'm saying? So, like if someone said, hey, bitch, and then I looked at them, I didn't use the present to mercy you. I use, you better not call me a bitch in the future and threaten my life to mercy you. Bad. And they thinking they can get away with it again in the future, maybe. Bad. Like this is bad. Like this is bad. Like this is bad. Like when I say this shit is horrendous, like this shit is deja vu, horrendously. Y'all know what to do, but my clout money hasn't cleared up right here, so I can do this at this point and do this at this point. And I knew you was gonna bring me in at this point, but you know, bad. Like this is bad. Like this is how the hell did the lotion, but there's humidity everywhere, and prove that when words come out my mouth it sound lame instead of in general. Bad. Like this is bad. Like this is Cam Newton on the Patriots. Bad. Cam Newton on the Patriots. Bad. Like they only scored 24 points. But he was doing that with Ron Rivera. Bad. Like Belichick, we gon' take your time, Cam. Bad. Like this is bad. Cam Newton, they only scored 24 points. How many points is he scoring in Auburn? How many points does Tom Brady score? This is bad. Did y'all not see the goddamn sky glow when Cam touched the field with the Patriots? This is bad. This is bad. This is so goddamn bad. Because once again, I only speak in general. I don't talk a lot. I don't ever talk outside of my jobs anyway, because one job, it's another job. You feel me? Not saying I will never have free time to freelance, but that's how bad it is. This is goddamn resurrection probation chief, you know, the cops that watch the cells. Bad. How niggas talk to me. My job. You feel me? Listen, I just said job in general. Bad. This is bad. Like this is, boy, this is bad. This is, listen, y'all see what I'm saying? Like this is bad. Look, this is bad. 10 times everybody already knows everything's a weapon to the military. 10 times out of 10, this is bad. Listen, 10 times out of 10, this is bad. This is bad. This is Cam Newton bad. This is bad. Bitch, this is a job. Bitch, you better run that fucking route. The fuck? How the fuck you gonna tell us you gonna run the route and then you bitching the second time to run it? Get the fuck off the field. Cam Newton brought niggas to the Super Bowl because they look dumb as fuck if they didn't just run the route and they said they was gonna run the route. And the team wasn't that good. The coach, that Ron Rivera, isn't that Ron Rivera. But we got Bill Belichick now. So what's the excuse? Only 4 missed throws? This is bad. We not about to, the offense got to play so the defense don't show up. This is bad. Listen, this is bad. This is bad. This is so, that's all I have to say. This is bad. Like, this is bad. This is bad. Everything's a weapon to the military. So 10 times out of 10, that's simple. The military got a lock on everything, so no one outside the military can do what the military can do. So 10 times out of 10, that's how bad it is. That's how, listen, everything's a weapon, laptop, to the military. So 10 times out of 10, this is bad. This is bad. Listen, I haven't talked about that. This is bad. I haven't talked about none of that shit. None of that shit. You feel me? None of that shit. You feel me? If people want the ha he he about me only being 25, this is bad. I could have joked about being a midget 025. This is bad. This is bad. Like, bad. Okay? Like, this is horrendously bad. Like, this is bad. So, you know, like I'm saying, like, niggas go outside and, like I said, movies, you watch a movie, it'll teach you all the little pinches you could do in a day. 10 times out of 10 is if that shit gets taught, if all that shit get taught about, and I didn't talk about all of that, and everybody gets the normal things in the world, 10 times out of 10, what I did was, whoo. And how they talking about it is bad. Like, this is bad. Because, listen, these individuals aren't friends. So this individual, you feel me? Like I said, don't talk about the shit I'm doing in a different way. This individual, you feel me? 10 times out of 10, that's what that means. This individual is going to talk about it in a different way. This individual is going to talk, and you feel me? And all the people that fuck with me is going to talk about it in a different way. Everybody that fucks with me is going to talk about it in a different way. And appreciate every picture that they paint that fuck with me. Everybody that don't fuck with me is going to talk about different stuff, but don't want to talk about certain stuff. So this is bad because, look, none of this is life. This called maturity. None of this is life. This is bad. That's called threats. And that's called being scared. That's how bad it is. This customer service. No, that's called being scared. And thinking you can damage. This is bad, bad. This is bad. This is bad, bad. You feel me? You see what I'm saying? This is bad. This is bad, bad, bad. This is bad. 55-15. Bad. This is bad. This is bad, bad. Like, this is bad. Words is off limits to a grown man. To a grown man that never disrespect not a lame ass person until, wait a minute, if you never disrespected and these lame ass people kept disrespecting you, calling them lame isn't disrespectful. The truth isn't disrespectful. This is bad. Like I said, all this energy don't have nothing to do with reality. That's called scared. And check this. All my friends' maturity wouldn't be at this peak of saying, okay, we can, no. And we talking about my peak at 0 in the clout money. So that means I didn't talk to nobody on this energy. Okay? So that means everybody walking around is not my friend. Is dead walking. Because they would do something other than that. Okay? Everybody wants to rule the world. Or have the world in the right hands. Okay? That's how bad this is. So every time it talks about my experience in ruling the world and having it in the right hands, it do that blank what I was talking about. But 10 times out of 10, this is bad. This is bad, bad. Because once again, we talking about my maturity. That's very immature to choose what my maturity is. I mean, I didn't never came on this peak. So that means every word that I talk to with somebody and they coming to me at this peak is that gunpoint shit I'm saying. That every word they didn't listen to, they just caught the vibe that would cause me to attack. So instead of respecting that I only attack on common law, they didn't listen because 10 times out of 10, the flat line and heartbeat between common law, when common law came about, is too connected to me. And 10 times out of 10, if they was my friend, I wouldn't have to speak in slang. So, nah, they're not listening. You feel me? And they're trying to say, me defending myself is attitude. Because, remember, Slovakia had indentured servants learning. So, people that try to take the swag of Slovakians say, not listen. Me defending myself is attitude. That's all it is, and this is bad. All it is niggas copying European swag, Slovakian swag. That's all it is. And saying defending yourself is attitude. This is bad. You feel me? Out of the void of a bag that they can say, well, in this void, he can point out that one thing if you want someone to learn. And we can say, yeah, that's what he meant. And that's what it was. And this is bad. Bad, bad. Like, moment of silence. Now, y'all tell me, If someone's on this peak of maturity, you would say that they are a common law hunter and killer, right? That I was on that peak at 0. Okay? It's 365 times 25 years later of being on that peak of being a common law hunter and killer. 20, where is it? This is bad. But guess what? Don't nobody think this way. Nobody. So guess what? I'm a common law hunter and killer. And this is what turns into a stench. Because this is bad. This is bad. Listen, the satellite's been watching everybody from when there was a spirit. So when I got the clout of 0, that's how bad it is. What benefit of doubt y'all talking about? I have to give you the benefit of doubt of my maturity. I'm not about to give you the benefit of doubt of y'all jokes. If I shoot the ball and I haven't missed, they be like, oh man, that boy shoot like this. That's a joke. That's a joke. If you be like, yeah, bro, you miss sometimes. That don't make sense. That's not part of the benefit of doubt I have to give you. You feel me? So if my maturity is right here and you joked that my maturity is this is bad. Bad. Because guess what? 365, you feel me, is the you be like, okay, there's a rhythm to their growing up. 365, you be like, okay, they trying to change up. Did I? No, I got better. You feel me? That's what they hold on to. That he hasn't changed up. What hasn't changed up? Me getting better. Me getting better hasn't changed up. That's the only thing that hasn't changed up on me. Me getting better. Because getting better means you changed up. But they're saying, I'm reading the energy, the same maturity they're holding me to. Like I said, we know what I was going to say. Me getting better hasn't changed up. Listen, someone with that maturity at that age, exactly, this is bad. Okay, 3, we didn't think 2 can go further than 3. 4, 365, we didn't think 3, because we didn't think 2. 5, we damn sure didn't think 5. 6, this boy is the landowner. 7, he got a whole clout money, and we just said we didn't think 6 could do it. 8, 365. 9, 365. You see, the only thing that hasn't changed up is getting better. You feel me? Because, you know, it's one thing for someone to say, I'm getting better. It's one thing to say, I know how to do this. It's another thing to excel. And what's not changing up is you excelling. You feel me? And listen, we already know who the lames are. So lames is trying to say they don't respect you. But the atmosphere, like I said, if they know guess what I was going to say. See, I'm the teacher. So they just don't like the teacher. Because, listen, we're talking about excelling that ain't change up. You feel me? Like if someone burst off, people burst off and lose the burst. The burst hasn't changed. So the ones that listen, That means there's a whole bunch of clout money of people that haven't listened. Because the ones that listen, it's a chivalry code. It's me saying, don't worry. So 365 and excelling hasn't changed up. Listen, I'm 25 now, and I'm still holding to this peak of maturity. That don't make sense. 0 is way past that, and we just said 9. 10 now. 300, 11, 365. 12, 365. And excelling and being more athletic and more intelligent hasn't changed up. You feel me? So I'm just dealing with broke boy shit. Gray shift. Oh, rich people stunt. No, they don't. Rich people got responsibility. 13, 12, 13. Because look, I don't have memories. That the maturity I'm talking about. 365. 14, 365. Because the others get him into a sport. He can go to a sport now. 15, 365. 16, 365. And the only thing that hasn't changed up is acceleration. Listen now. We saying acceleration of all the things that'll make someone great. We're not talking about, oh, he has a subject. We talking about everything. 14, 15, 16, 365. 17, 365. 18, 365, and he's doing the gray shift walk. But he's been doing it since 0. Because we already said the maturity was there of common law. 19, 365. Get his own place. And still getting talked to like the peak of how they looked at him at 0 because his maturity was past that. $20, 365. 21, 365. Listen, 22, 365. Look, we're getting somewhere. 24, 23, 365. 24, 365. 25, 365 and counting. And counting. And counting. And counting. Look. And counting. That the only thing that hasn't changed is me accelerating. That me at 0 could get rid of how small these little things is. 25, 365 and counting of this clout money. And you telling the person the only thing that hasn't changed on them is acceleration is rude. Cause you want him to break common law and call you and keep common law with him. No. That means you've been out of this person's life 10 times out of 10 if you don't mature. And you've been trying to sabotage. Because I've been trying to sabotage anything that's not with common law. You're damn right. Do you not know how crazy that is? That's the gunpoint shit I'm talking about. Once again, they're not holding me to my maturity and the acceleration of skill sets. They holding me to this maturity and these skill sets. when that was simple at 0 for me. And we didn't just talk goddamn 24 hours times 60 times 60 times 100. You feel me? And that's not even all of it. So that's the whole gist of why I made this video. Because that's simple math. That's simple math. Simple math. Simple math. Simple math. You feel me? Simple math. Simple math. All this energy is simple math that nobody, lame as hell, and this energy wants to do. Simple math. Simple math. Count to 100. Simple math. Simple math now. And you saw how mature we said I was at 17, 365. We talking about me taking calculus at 18, 365. And the simple math of why I got that grade. And how gangster I make nerds look. How gangster I make nerds look. How gangster, boy. I told nerds, go ahead and get your 100. I ain't mad at you. And nerds, they can't, they like, if I could keep calm, I would have got 100. So they getting grades on how they couldn't keep their anger because how much they gonna want to clap people in the back streets to the front streets. Simple math. Simple math now. Simple math. That I could have made someone rich at 0. And we talking about 25, 365 and counting. And they still talking about this. Choosing to hold me to this maturity. And I was never that maturity. So that's where I took off on them. So it's like this. They want me to baby them to teach them how mature I was. I didn't teach them that how mature I am. So they hold me to this maturity. When you could just look at me and learn I'm mature than that. And in any other subject, they want me to baby them. They could just look at me and have a conversation. I already know how simple I could teach them, and then they go on with their day and be like, "Thank you." No, so now I don't know how to be a mechanic, but really it's threats. 'Cause 10 times out of 10, listen to this. Look, check this. Y'all heard that onomatopoeia? Words is off limits. No, they're not. Because I'm not that maturity. You feel me? I'm this maturity. Simple math. Simple math. So the thing is, who is making the tesseract where they can think they can walk around like the simple math ain't there? Oh. Simple math. Simple. Simple math. Simple math. Remember, we talking about my maturity at 0 is at this peak. 365 days later, and the only thing that hasn't changed is acceleration. And they try to say, you haven't changed. I have changed. No, you keep accelerating. That doesn't count. You can't say I'm accelerating means I haven't changed and I'm rude. Simple math. Look, you see, y'all see that, right? That's what everything I was talking about. Simple math. Simple math. Simple math. Simple math. I don't need to talk about all of that. That's simple math. Immature asses would even think y'all needed to talk about that. How the fuck someone mature? No, it's because y'all scared.